Good morning. For Traders Exclusive, this is George Tkaczuk with RCM Wealth Advisors, reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Well, first of all, happy Veterans Day, and we thank you all the veterans who served. Okay, let's talk about the equity markets. The equity markets continue to look for direction. Initially, the markets looked like they bottomed on October 29th. We pretty much had a follow-through day on November 7th, where we had a big rally in equities, big gap ups, good volume as stocks moved to the upside. After that, the last few days, the market started trickling down. S&P held up best, staying above its 200-day moving average. However, the Nasdaq's now trading below the 200-day, and this morning the S&P is also slipping below the 200-day. The Dow is actually looking the best, just slightly below its 50-day moving average. So what's a trader doing in this situation? Well, we do see a lot of stocks that broke out after earnings and held their high volume close. On the other hand, we see a lot of stocks that have broke out and then failed after those levels. So that just tells us the market's in a sort of just 50-50 kind of situation. It doesn't know the direction it wants to take. And so it's kind of, you might need to sort of dial it back a little bit to see if this market, it looks like the indices do want to retest that low again that they've made back in end of October, and that's very possible. But again, at the same time, keep your eyes on stocks that are holding up well, holding up their high volume closes after earnings. And of course, if these stocks come to mind, we've mentioned this before in the last few weeks, it's stocks like Tesla or Etsy or DXCM. So there's just a handful of stocks that are holding up pretty well, whereas others, they've had these high volume moves and they failed and they broke down. So those are the kind of stocks you want to avoid. And again, you know, a good cash position is probably good to be at this point. Markets are still iffy, it's still unclear. Don't know what the markets are looking for just yet. But again, as we mentioned last week, you want to keep your eyes on individual stocks that are acting well, because they tend to move before the market moves. So, as always, let price and volume be your guide. So this is George Tkaczuk, RCM Wealth Advisors, reporting to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago. Have a great trading week, and once again, happy Veterans Day.